there everybody. I have a little bit of a different type of video for you this week. So last week I showed you what I eat in a day, which, I was thinking, oh, that's not really a typical day for me because I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which I know it seems really strange, but I don't usually. I just typically eat such a late breakfast that I don't have lunch. But I have been doing some research on intermittent fasting, just keeping this kind of brief. And the data is really showing that even if you want to do intermittent fasting, you really should eat breakfast and either skip dinner or have a really light dinner. And just practically with my family life, that's kind of hard, but I can eat less dinner. So anyway, I was playing around with that a little bit. So you saw my breakfast, my lunch, and dinner for that one day. And I hope you enjoyed that. I plan to do those periodically sprinkled in amongst the recipes. So give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. And then this week I'm showing you our weekly meal plan. So I'll show you my groceries that I bought and the meals that I have planned. And usually I execute my plan. Occasionally something will come up and, we'll end up eating out. That's super, super rare. What happens more often than usually what happens if something unexpected happens is that we'll eat something that I have in the freezer. Like I'll buy these gluten-free chicken tenders when they're on sale at Whole Foods. They're, pretty clean ingredients and they taste really good. Or we'll have gluten-free pizza from Costco. Something like that is stashed in the freezer for an emergency type situation. But anyway, I make a plan every week and I shop according to that plan. And I've been doing it for so long, even though I actually love grocery shopping. I don't mind it at all. I don't peruse the aisles. I don't just go in and like, oh, that looks good today. Oh, that's a pretty new product. I think I'll get that. I never, ever do that. Never, ever, ever. I make a plan, I stick to the plan, I get in, I get out, and I get on with my life. And then I have the ingredients that I need for my meal. So I'm going to show you the groceries that I've bought for the week. And occasionally in there I'll say, I don't remember what I bought this for. But I'm going to tell you right now what I bought everything for. So if you go to my website, autoimmunefreecookingclub.com, which I'll link that down below, a pop-up will come up and say, hey, you want to be notified the next time enrollment opens, and for now I'm going to send you a meal planning guide. So the meal planning guide is really a guide. It's an explanation of how I do my weekly meal planning, and I do it weekly, not monthly. Monthly is way too overwhelming. I can't imagine doing that, but that might work for you. I do it weekly, and then I give you a sample. This is a weekly meal plan, and then I give you just a blank template that you can print out as many times as you want and use to make your own weekly meal plan if you want to. So that is a meal planning guide that I have available on my website. If this interests you and you haven't seen that yet, go over there, put in your email address. I send out something like once a month, kind of a newsletter. This is what's going on. Here's a recipe to try. Here's some new science I've been researching, that kind of thing. I'm not overwhelming you. I'm not spamming you and trying to sell you things all the time. So if you would like that meal planning guide, go over there. And I made that template, that one page, here can be your plan on one page, because I know a lot of people like that. They like to post it in their kitchen, and it's not what I use. So I've made it for you as a tool that might be helpful for you, but it's not what I use. And I'm going to show you what I use. I'm going to walk you through my plan. So I'm going to switch my camera here. Sorry, you're seeing a glimpse of my messy desk. Day Designer, I love this one. It is one, each day is, we have the hours from 6 to 8 p.m. in half-hour increments. Today's top 3 is perfect for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can, of course, use that for anything you want. And then I have these 2 columns of notes about what I'm doing. There's a little gratitude section down here, which I love. There's an inspirational quote on each day. I use every square inch of this paper almost every single day. So I love that. The only thing I don't like about this planner is they give me less space on the weekends. They split the page for Saturday and Sunday as if we do less on the weekends. It's okay. I've gotten used to it, but I would use the full space if they gave it to me. So let me tell you what we're going to have this week. What's coming up this week. January has been a relatively light month for us, which has been really nice because I had open enrollment for a week, which is always kind of stressful. And we had some birthdays in the family, including my own. And my son actually just got his Eagle Scout last night. He turned in all of his paperwork, and then you just kind of wait around for them to call you and say, hey, are you available this day for your Eagle Board of Review, which is like the final interview before they say, yep, you get it or no, you don't. So we got that call Wednesday night. Thursday night we went, and he had his interview. The whole family went, and he passed. So I have an Eagle Scout in my house. I'm very proud of him. He's worked hard. We have all worked hard, honestly. Getting a kid from the very first year of Cub Scouts all the way through Eagle Scout is no small task, and it takes the cooperation of the whole family. So it was an achievement for all of us, and I don't mind saying that. So anyway, we've had little things like that kind of come up, but as a whole, it's been an easier month for us, which has been really a gift. So I'm going to look, so I went through my week, just like I told you. I looked back at the month at a glance and saw what the appointments were for the upcoming week, and then planned out my meals. Typically, Monday nights are a free night for us, and so it's a day that I can film dinner. I know, a finished recipe video of mine is usually 20 to 30 minutes, but it takes a really long time to get the kitchen set up and, the planning and all of that. So it does take, I don't usually just do that on the fly. Occasionally I do, but typically it's very well planned and it takes a while. So Monday is my night that I might make something a little more complicated. So this particular Monday, I'm making arroz con pollo in the Instant Pot. I've tried and tried to make rice in the Instant Pot, and mine keeps sticking, and it sticks all across the bottom, and then my pot won't seal or won't pressurize or seal. Same, it won't do either one. And so I'm considering just making the chicken. I'm going to do a chicken and chorizo because we love chorizo. And I might just do my rice separately. So I'm experimenting. So I won't be filming Monday, but I'm going to be creating and experimenting. So arroz con pollo on Monday night. And we're going to actually do cauliflower rice instead of rice. Or at least I'll do some cauliflower, some rice. I'm not sure. I have stuff for both. And then Tuesday night, we have some meetings in the evening. And I'm doing another experiment, but one that I think is a little less risky. I'm going to do an egg casserole in the Instant Pot where you put it in the little springform pan. So that is Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we don't have anything. It's a free night. And my daughter asked for General Tso's chicken. She really, really loves it. I told her I could make it with ground beef because the ground beef is on sale this week, and I'll be restocking the freezer. So we're going to do General Tso's ground beef with stir-fried vegetables, and we'll do that in the Instant Pot. Thursday night, we'll have leftovers because we'll have had the arroz con pollo, I forgot the second one already, the egg casserole, and the General Tso's ground beef. And those are from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and my son works on Monday and Wednesday. And so unless he works at a nursing home or a retirement home as a server, and so at the end of his shift, he brings home dinner. And I think there's only been twice that there hasn't been something that he could eat safely. And so he's eaten at home. So two of those first 3 nights, he'll be working, and so probably not eating dinner with us. So I'm assuming we're going to have leftovers. So Thursday night is leftover night. It's also the night we have small group. So it's a little bit of a faster, we have less time for dinner. So it works out really well for that to be leftover night. For me, since I can't eat leftovers because of the histamines, I always have a histamine reaction. I have some supplements I can take that help sometimes, but if I can avoid it, I just won't eat leftovers. So I will either cook some eggs or make my 10-minute salmon, something like that. And then I can eat whatever vegetables, but I just can't eat the protein. Friday night, we usually have pizza night or some sort of, fun kid food. This particular Friday night, I'm hosting the middle school girls from our youth group, which There could be 5 of them and there could be 25 of them. At this point, I have no idea how many. So I have planned to make baked ziti. I'll have all the ground beef. I'm going to go stock up at Sprouts because it's on sale this week. And I'm just going to buy some pasta sauce at Costco instead of making my own. So I'll cook the ground beef. I'll cook, mix it in with the pasta sauce, cook some gluten-free pasta, put cheese on top. Super easy. I think they'll love it. And then I'll have like a little salad bar on the side so they can make their own salad with lettuce and whatever little veggies they want. And then some kind of goodie. So that's a little more involved than I would typically make for a Friday night. But again, I'm going to hopefully have a bunch of teenage mouths to feed. And then so that's Friday night. So that's the end of my plan. So I typically do my meal planning and grocery shopping on Saturday morning. So I do my meal plan from Saturday night through Friday. Usually we have enough leftovers by Saturday that Saturday night is either leftovers or sometimes Saturday night and Sunday lunch are leftovers. It just kind of depends on, the quantity that I made that week, how much people ate. So the weekend planning is kind of easy. And then, so I'm really just planning Monday through Friday and thinking through, okay, what do I have? If we eat up all the leftovers, do I have enough eggs? Do I have something in the freezer? That kind of thing. So I hope that made sense to you. That's our meal plan for this week. Arroz con pollo in the Instant Pot. That's an experiment, so look for that one to be coming soon, I hope. Egg casserole in the Instant Pot, which, egg casserole is not anything super fancy or unusual, but getting it right in the Instant Pot can be a little tricky. General Tso's ground beef instead of General Tso's chicken, a leftover night, and then the baked ziti, which, if I plan for a crowd and we only have a few girls that come, we'll be having a lot of leftover baked ziti. So that might be the whole next week's meal plan. We'll see. All right, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to show you my groceries and stuff just so you can kind of see. And again, this week I'm going to Sprouts, which is extra. I usually only do that once a month, every 6 weeks. It's whenever they have their grass-fed ground beef on sale. It's $3.99 a pound when they put it on sale. So I go and I stock up and I portion that out and put it in my freezer. But otherwise, I do go to Whole Foods. I go to Aldi, a regular grocery store usually. By regular, I just mean like here it's Harris Teeter now. It used to be Kroger. We have Food Lion, so you might have Publix. I mean, they're just like a regular supermarket. So I go to regular supermarket, Aldi, Whole Foods, and Costco. So I usually go to 4 every week. And let me just explain that to you because I know that sounds crazy. Number one, I'm a food blog, so I'm constantly creating new recipes. That's a huge part of my business. And so I need specific ingredients, okay? Also, we are following a way of life that we're treating our illnesses with food, as a huge component of our treatment plan. And so I'm needing really high quality food. But also, we do not have unlimited resources. And so I do it as much on a budget as I can. So I buy the highest quality that we can afford. I buy almost all of my protein from Whole Foods. You may have seen I did a Butcher Box review or two where you get the grass-fed pastured meat delivered to you. That was not a positive experience for me, and so I don't continue to do that. I just go and buy what I need. Most of that I end up buying at Whole Foods. They have the best variety, and I can get exactly what I want. They do have organic chicken at Costco, so I will sometimes buy my chicken there. Usually my chicken breasts I'll buy there, and because I like the quality of it, and it's a good price. I think it's $6.99 a pound for boneless, skinless at Whole Foods, and it's $4.99 a pound at Costco. I believe that's correct. So Whole Foods is for the specialty stuff. Like this week for this arroz con pollo, I needed saffron and just a little bit of it. And they have a lot of spices in bulk, but they didn't have that one, which go figure, it's very expensive. But I knew they would have it, and they did. My coffee, when I buy it in bulk, it's from, did I say Costco? I meant Whole Foods for the saffron, if I misspoke. I'm telling you the things I buy from Whole Foods. Some organic produce that I can't find other places, like they are the only place locally that I can find organic sweet potatoes. And they usually have 3 or 4 varieties. I really like the white ones. So when they're in season, they have those. So it's kind of the specialty stuff, or my protein, coffee, that kind of stuff is from Whole Foods. They have an uncured pepperoni, which you'll see in the video where you saw already. We bought that for pizza. So that's what I get from Whole Foods. Aldi has a ton of organic produce, and everything is a great price. Aldi is bare bones. You've got to put a quarter in for the shopping cart. You've got to bring your own shopping bags or buy shopping bags. They're not super friendly generally. There aren't a lot of employees in the aisles. If they are, they're shelving and they're not there to help you. So it's not the most pleasant shopping experience, but if you get the hang of it and you know what you're looking for, or you just have some time to, look around and familiarize yourself with the store, you'll find great prices. So I actually buy almost all of my produce at Aldi because all the things I want organic, they have organic, and everything is an amazing price. So almost all of my produce comes from Aldi. I buy my eggs at Whole Foods as well. They have the eggs that I want there. But they have a good orange juice at Aldi. It's like $1.69 for whatever, the carton of orange juice that's just orange juice. My husband drinks it every day, even though I don't approve. He does anyway. They have a lot of cheeses at Aldi, especially around the holiday time. You'll find they have a really great selection of specialty cheeses, and the rest of the year they have some, but not quite as many. But they'll usually even have grass-fed cheddar, so I'll buy that there. If the kids want string cheese, my daughter eats a chicken maple apple sausage, something like that, for breakfast, and we get that there. The wild-caught salmon, it's $3.79 for a pound of fillets, individually frozen, no skin. It's amazing. They have a lot of gluten-free products. It kind of comes and goes, but typically they'll have cake mixes, pretzels, a couple kinds of like crackers. That they have these they're called sweet chili crisps or something. They taste like Doritos, and so if you're really wanting to splurge and have a real indulgent treat and bad breath for a while afterwards, get those sweet chili chips. They're really tasty. I'll buy them maybe once a year. But they have a good variety of the gluten-free packaged foods. They have good chocolates, like if I need a gift, a little or I'm having an event in my house or something and I want some little individually wrapped chocolates. They have a lot of that kind of stuff, good European chocolates. So Aldi is kind of a treasure trove, and you never really know exactly what they're going to have. The produce is pretty consistent, but you just don't really know. But that's typically what I buy there. And then Costco, we get gas, we get milk. We buy that A2 milk. If you have not heard of that and you're interested, I can do a video on that. It's a different kind of milk from different kind of cows that is easier on the digestion. So a lot of people who might experience some negative symptoms when they drink regular milk can tolerate this A2 milk. It's whole milk. I think they also have a 2%, but we only buy the whole. My kids drink it. It's great for their brains, and it's a good price at Costco. It's a really good price. It's about $5 for a half gallon at every store, and at Costco you get 3 half gallons. You get a gallon and a half for $10, so it's a third of the price. Costco, I buy things like cauliflower rice. It's an amazing price. Gluten-free pizzas. We never go out for pizza anymore. It's just so much cheaper to make it at home, whether I make a homemade crust or we even just use the frozen one. It's $15 or $16 for 3 of them, and I'll put toppings on, and they're huge, so they're a great price. Some baking things like my pecans, walnuts, maple syrup, vanilla, salt and pepper. They don't always have the same stuff at Costco, but that's the kind of stuff I buy there. Coconut oil, avocado oil, a good price. And Costco and Aldi are right by my church, and so that's on the other side of town from where we live. And so we'll go to Aldi and Costco after church on Sundays, which that means I don't have to do it on Saturday by myself. We go as a family, la-ti-da, which is sometimes nice and sometimes not so nice. But So on Saturday, I go to Whole Foods and a regular grocery store. Sunday, I go to Aldi and Costco. So if there's anything that I needed that week that I didn't get at any of the other places, I go to the regular grocery store. Like the sausage I showed you today, the mozzarella, the Monterey Jack, that cheese. Usually I would buy my cheeses at Aldi, but I needed them on Friday. I had to change up my meal plan a little bit this week. So I needed some things today, Friday, and I couldn't wait until Sunday to get those things at Aldi. So I bought them at the regular grocery store. If I ever buy deli meat, which you see I did this week, I buy that at the regular grocery store. They have some boar's head uncured. Frozen cut okra I'll buy there pretty regularly. Sometimes like vegetable broth, canned tomato sauce, just kind of random normal stuff. Aldi doesn't have a great selection of that kind of packaged stuff. Like they might have one variety of canned tomatoes and it might be like that has chilies in it, or it might have some additives in it that I don't like. So, the regular grocery store, you have this whole aisle of tomato sauce products. So I'm buying that at the regular grocery store. I just went today. You would think I could think of everything that I buy there. If I need a real specialty gluten-free thing like a cake mix or like a brownie mix, and I haven't thought ahead, I'll often buy that stuff from Thrive Market. I'll pick it up at the regular grocery store. So there you have it. That's my weekly meal plan and a little rundown on what I buy at the different stores. I don't encourage you to go to a lot of different stores. That's, like I said, I do that because this is my business, and I need real specific things. I am trying to save money, and people will say, oh, well, aren't you spending more money on gas driving to these different stores? No, I have a lot of grocery stores really close to me, including Whole Foods, like within 2 miles. So those are close. The others are close to church, like a mile from church. So it's not wasting the gas to get to these places, but it does take time. So I hope you liked that. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to continue. I won't always have all of this explanation, but I'm going to continue to show you about once a month. Hey, this is what we're having for our meals this week. This particular week, it's kind of fancy, I guess I should tell you, it is Friday now, so my meal for tomorrow night is burgers because I'm going to have stocked up on all that ground beef from Sprouts. I'm going to have it. It'll be fresh. Not frozen yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and patty out some burgers, and we'll have burgers tomorrow night. I have sweet potatoes already in my pantry, and so we'll have sweet potato fries. And then Saturday night is usually the night that we clean up all the vegetables from the week. So whatever, if I've got like 1 zucchini and 3 mushrooms and half a bell pepper, whatever's left, I just stir fry or roast up those veggies. Or make a big salad. I love to just have a salad with a bunch of stuff in it. So that's our Saturday night. Sunday, I'm going to grab a rotisserie chicken from Whole Foods. Sunday, we try to rest. If God thought it was important to rest and then commanded us to do it, I want to do it. And so we try really hard to work as little as possible on Sundays. I usually won't even look at my email. So if you're ever trying to get in touch with me or you leave a comment on one of my videos, I probably won't respond to it on Sunday. I'll respond to it on Monday. But we go to church. It just took away that stress when I didn't feel like I had to work after church. I could enjoy church more, and then enjoy the grocery shopping. And so I try to have a real simple lunch. The kids usually have youth group, at least through about 2/3 of the year. They have youth group on Sunday night. And so they're old enough to kind of fend for themselves and eat something before they go or when they get home. There's always plenty of food in the house, so they can find something to eat. And my husband and I will go out. So that's our short date night that we get once a week most of the time. So this particular Sunday, I've planned a rotisserie chicken and just salad, raw veggies, crackers and cheese. We still have some crackers and cheese from different parties that we had over Christmas time. So we got to clean that stuff out. So that's the weekend meal plan. And then we launch into our week with that chicken and rice in the Instant Pot. So yeah, this is a little bit more of a fancy meal plan week. Typically we have burgers, scrambled eggs, that kind of thing. Try to keep it a good balance between fancy time in the kitchen and fast, not a lot of time in the kitchen. All right, that's it. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you back here soon with another recipe, maybe that arroz con pollo. So we have some chorizo for tacos, and also arroz con pollo is one of our meals this week. They don't always have this pork chorizo, and so I bought several of those. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs, again for the arroz con pollo. This bacon, this Welsher, sugar-free, getting ready to do Whole30 in a week or so, so needing to have completely sugar-free is important, and this was on sale for a really good price. So I bought several of these. They have this uncured pepperoni at Whole Foods, and sometimes we snack on that, but we're having pizza tonight, which is why we have all this cheese. It was just cheaper to buy the cheese this way. So I really like a mix of Monterey Jack and mozzarella on my pizza. The Monterey Jack has a richer flavor. It's a kind of cheddar, and so these will last for a while, but I'm making that fathead pizza crust, which is a keto crust, just to try that out. I made it a long time ago and haven't made it for a while, and I had some people asking about that. So it takes cream cheese, mozzarella cheese, coconut flour, and an egg, I believe. So that's what all that cheese is for. Shallot, bell pepper and mushrooms are for the pizza tonight. Shallot, something I'm making this week. Shredded carrots, these are just the ones that I can eat right now. I've got, I had 2 teeth die this year, and so I'm missing one on one side and one on the other, so I can't chew real hard, crunchy things right now. So the carrot shreds are great. Saffron, again, for the arroz con pollo. This was about $6 or $7 for this little tiny bit of saffron. Sausage, this is a local sausage here, and it has very pure ingredients, and it does have some sugar in it, but I like that it's local and it doesn't have tons of ingredients. It is for, I make these egg, like a quiche thing for my husband. It goes in the freezer and he eats that all week. And then we'll have part of that for our pizza and part of it just people can eat. Some lunch meat. Boar's Head has some uncured lunch meat, so I just buy that for convenience. I know that's not ideal, but I can't always be roasting my own ham and turkey to have some quick and easy protein. And with my histamine issues, I can't cook a bunch of chicken and eat that all through the week. I can't eat leftover protein, but these deli meats work for me, and so that is a concession that I make for convenience. We have tomato paste, which is, I can't remember what that's for. I needed that this week. Pizza sauce for our pizza tonight. This is my favorite coffee. It's this organic breakfast coffee, and you can buy it ground already in the bags, and it's $11.99 for 12 ounces. But when they have it in the bulk bin, it's $11.99 for a pound. So that's a much better price. So when they have it, I buy it. I have to grind it myself. That's no problem. Eggs, I always buy a couple of these 18 packs because 18 of them go in that freezer quiche for my husband, and then just eating and baking. Usually I have about 3 of these, but I still had one in the fridge. And just a few extra things I needed this week. He drinks a lot of iced tea, just plain, not sweetened or anything. So we needed tea bags. We needed some onion powder. These are the baking cups that I like muffin liners. I'm working on some new muffins right now, and so I ran out of these, so I just picked those up. And nonstick foil, which is what I use when I cook bacon. I know it's not ideal, but again, it's just easier for me, and it's less expensive than the parchment. And so that's this part of my haul. I've still got to go to Sprouts. This will be a busy week because Sprouts has their grass-fed ground beef on sale and a few other things, so I'm headed there tomorrow. Also Aldi and Costco on Sunday. So it's Friday. I don't usually do any grocery shopping on Friday, but I went ahead and did some today to make my weekend a little bit easier. Hey everybody, so I'm just home from Sprouts, which is my extra grocery store. I only go to Sprouts once every 4 to 6 weeks when they have grass-fed ground beef on sale. So let me show you what I got from Sprouts today. Okay, so let's start with the best. Do you see what this is? This is wild, previously frozen ahi tuna. A lot of times when stores have this ahi tuna on sale, you know, it looks beautiful in the sale papers, and I go and it just looks awful. This tuna today was beautiful, bright red, and I just grabbed a small fillet for myself. It was on sale for $7.99 a pound. You can be guaranteed I'm going to be having this for lunch, served rare, and I'll probably put it on top of one of these salads. These Taylor Farms salads, I first tried these from Costco. They have several varieties. And Sprouts, which Sprouts is kind of like a specialty grocery store. You may or may not have one in your area. We got one just a couple years ago. And they have like 12 varieties of these. And this one was pretty clean. Their dressings use soybean oil and sunflower oil, so the dressings are not the best, but in a pinch, they're pretty good. Not organic, so this is absolutely not the best, but it makes a really fast, quick lunch for sometimes, okay? These Duke's Shorty sausages are really great. My husband and my son enjoy the taste of them. They're gluten-free. They're made with really clean ingredients, no hormones, no nitrites, nitrates, that sort of thing. And they are going to Philmont Scout Ranch this summer, and my son is allergic to some nuts, and then they are both gluten-free, and so the Scout food is pretty limited, honestly, in what they can eat. So when stuff is on sale, I've been stocking up on things that they can eat, so they can eat these. These Laura Bar Kid bars are pretty good. We haven't tried them, but the ingredients are good. These are cinnamon swirl, and let me show you the ingredients. I was really impressed. Buckwheat flour, honey, cane sugar, coconut oil, chia seeds, molasses, cinnamon, water, and sea salt. So yes, the second and third ingredients are sugar, and then there's another sugar, the molasses. So, you know, this isn't a low-carb treat or anything, but this is for them when they're backpacking about 10 miles a day, and it's all real ingredients. So I was super duper impressed with those. Cliff Bar Kids are not as pure of ingredients, but they're okay, and these were on sale, so I picked up a couple packages of those. So this is the kind of packaged stuff that I'll buy at Sprouts when it's on sale. They also had Barney butter on sale, which I like to bake with Barney butter. My snickerdoodle recipe is really, really yummy, and it's the Barney butter that makes them chewy. This is my favorite one, and this is the Bear because it has no sugar or salt added, and they only had one. Roasted almonds, palm fruit oil. Depending on the source, that may or may not be ideal, but look at all their certifications here. So we do have non-GMO. We do have certified gluten-free. So this is pretty good, and it's just that the texture of it I really like, and it was buy one, get one free. This is $10 from Thrive Market, $9.99, and it was $15.49 at Sprouts, but again, it was buy one, get one free, so I got 2 for $15 instead of 2 for $20 if I ordered from Thrive, and so I got a crunchy one for snacking. They had organic celery, broccoli, and cauliflower on sale, so I picked those up. They have a lot of supplements, and most of them I order from a specialty supplement company. But this is the one, this L-theanine is a relaxation supplement. I take it at night sometimes when I've got a lot going on and my brain is just constantly going. You know, when you have that sort of hamster wheel in your brain. Some people take it like when they're leaving work, if they're trying to shut down all those thoughts and transition to, you know, a calm evening at home. It's not going to put you to sleep, but it just that hamster wheel, it relaxes that hamster wheel. Or sometimes if you get a song stuck in your head, and it's a chewable, and so it takes effect really fast. I really like that. So this was on sale, 50 cents off the regular price, but it was still a good price, and so I picked this up. I'm getting ready to force my family to clean up their act in the food department and get rid of all the holiday treats, and I did say I would buy them some good chips. My kids eat just like ham or turkey, a bunch of fruits and vegetables for lunch, and then I let them have some chips. And so these Boulder and Kettle brands were on sale, and they're all really good. I've had them before. Avocado oil, and olive oil. So you really want these good quality oils, just potatoes and salt. These are not organic. I don't think either of these are organic. The Keto are non-GMO. They're gluten-free, so they're better. Are they perfect? No, but they're better. And whenever I go to Sprouts, I pick up their hash browns because I like them for just a special treat sometimes if we have breakfast for dinner, or I'm working on an egg casserole in the Instant Pot. So that's what I bought these for this week. But number one, they're organic, which you really want your potatoes organic if possible. And they're only potatoes. That's all that's in these. Which if you are at your traditional grocery store, it's really hard to find any sort of frozen potato product that doesn't have a bunch of added ingredients. And then this is what we went to Sprouts for. Grass-fed ground beef. It was on sale for $3.99 a pound, and I got about 10 pounds, and it's all fresh right now. We're going to have some burgers tonight, so I'll make some burgers and put those in the fridge. The rest of it, I will just portion out. I have a little scale. Let me show you my scale. Really inexpensive. Highly recommend you have one. Let's see inside my cupboard here. I picked this one up at Bed Bath & Beyond years and years ago. It's the Biggest Loser brand, but it's super simple. It was not expensive at all. And I just lay a piece of plastic wrap across that. I weigh out, usually I do about 1.25 pounds now, since my kids are older and eating more. But portion out however much you would use for a meal. And then that way you're not guessing, and you have a standard amount. When you're following a recipe, okay, this is a 1 pound package that I have. So I'll portion that all out and get it in the freezer, and then I'll have my ground beef for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so that's my Sprouts haul for today. Those are my birthday roses, which are starting to droop, but they're still very pretty. Not ready to let go of them yet. Sprouts today. We still have Aldi and Costco tomorrow, but we're almost at the end of the weekly grocery shopping. Hey friends, so it's Sunday and we just finished our last grocery shopping for the week. Hallelujah. And the Thrive Market box came too. So we have all my groceries. This is not everything, frankly, because I forgot. I had most things put away already. But this is a good representation. We went to Aldi today. Lots and lots of produce from Aldi. A lot of what they have is organic, and I'm hosting a bunch of teenagers this weekend. Or this coming week, and I'm going to make a baked ziti and a bunch of just like a raw, am I going to do a raw veggie platter, or I may do like a salad bar, because it's girls, they may enjoy making their own salad. So anyway, I have a bunch of veggies for that, and it's all in the fridge already. This is one of my favorite things from Aldi. This is their wild caught pink salmon. It's individually wrapped, boneless and skinless. It's 1 pound. They're usually 4 fillets, sometimes 5. It is wild caught. I think let's see if it tells me where it's from. It's not telling me now where it's from, but it is certified, sustainable, wild caught, and it tastes pretty good. It's not as great as fresh, of course, but it's less than $4 for a pound. This is Aldi's gluten-free brand, this Live G-free. This is the rotini that's made with rice, corn, and quinoa. It's pretty good. And again, I'm making the baked ziti for the girls. So I got a bunch of that. My husband has been eating grits with his breakfast. Some ranch for the girls because they won't eat anything homemade. They all like ranch dressing. This is the pasta sauce I bought at Costco. It's organic. There were 2 of these 25-ounce bottles for $6, $6.50 maybe, and it's all organic ingredients: tomato, basil, oregano, garlic, onion. Very simple ingredients. That was a good price. We always buy clementines. And Thrive, I'll link to my Thrive account below. I love Thrive Market. I've been a member for over 3 years. It's like Costco, Amazon, and Whole Foods combined. It's all the specialty stuff you would buy from Whole Foods. It is only a mail order company. You order online, it comes to your house, free shipping if your order is $49 or more. And it's like Costco in that it's a membership. You pay $59 a month. Every membership that is purchased, they give a membership to a family in need who could not otherwise afford it. And they're just a great, amazing organization. And one of the things I just want to show you is how amazing their packaging is. Their boxes are super sturdy. Look, we have a division in here. Lots of packing. Lots of packing. These are cans, I think, of coconut milk. And so they're wrapped really well. There's a glass bottle. It will be wrapped and then in a plastic bag. So I love Thrive Market. Their prices are great. Their shipping is fast. And it's a great option, and it's available to everybody. All right, that's it for our shopping this week. Woohoo! All done. Now I get to enjoy my Sunday. Bye, everybody.